Good day, everyone. I invite you to join me for a few minutes as we attempt to rediscover, reorient, and reflect on the Word of God this Sunday. This is Reflection.
REYFLECTION with Father Reynald Dela Rosa.
To break the monotony of our daily routine, we sometimes go on holidays with someone close to us, such as our family or friends. After tedious work, we oftentimes take a break and enjoy the ambience of rest and leisure. We do need a pause from a hectic schedule or strenuous activities because we are not machines. Our human strengths can be easily depleted once we reach our limit. Having a break from all our routines is what we need to regain our vigor. Jesus has clearly disclosed his humanity and recognized our human limitations as he interacts with people. As shown in the gospel, he invited his apostles to take a trip to a deserted place and have a break. He caught sight of their exhaustion after a long and taxing mission they had been. So he wanted them to rest and to savor a moment of fun with each other. He asked them to leave behind their duty momentarily in order to find solace with him. He wanted them to feel that they were not superhuman. They were people who knew how to get tired, to be overwhelmed by the given task, and to feel pain when rejected by people they had served. Jesus joined them in their plight. He made them feel that He is their true strength and joy in their mission. As they traveled to the deserted place, they found security and comfort in having Jesus as their master ready to cheer them up. Jesus has spoken of the significance of a pause, a break, a rest in our little life. He has made it clear to his apostles after having a draining task that they have to retreat in a deserted place in order to rest. For in having a halt in our daily routines, Jesus is telling us to face squarely the reality of our human condition. We are all imperfect. Our physical abilities have limitations. Sooner or later, our human strength will be exhausted. Hence, a deserted place, a pause, can burst forth a fountain of energy to replenish our strength and to move on. In a spiritual sphere, a deserted place can also be our second pause, a very special moment when we reconnect ourselves to the very center of our life. It is known as prayer, a loving conversation with God. We relate to Him our joy about the many times we have encountered Him in our daily accolades, in our pains about the many times we have suffered frustrations and rejections from people we care the most. A deserted place must always find its truth in our hearts. Our hearts must yearn for it because it is the only moment in life when we experience the comforting and inspiring touch of God in the midst of our despair and restlessness. No special careers can replace God in our life. So prayer time is needed lest we succumb to the allurement of the false promises of fulfillment in our professions and all the worldly and fleeting happiness of our daily chores. Truly, a deserted place mentioned by Jesus in the gospel is a grace event, particularly a sudden realization that there is more to life than meets the eye. Say, for instance, the baffling feeling when we had the chance to gaze upon the original relic of Santa Filomena, the miracle of life at birth or the spur of the moment experience of the wonders of nature. Since the time of our birth, we have been graced by some ordinary but special events in which we come to discover our worth and meaning of our existence. Hence, it is but necessary that we have to revisit from time to time those deserted places, because those were important encounters that can invigorate our weary and troubled hearts. We may have wandered off due to an unjust and wayward influence of some irresponsible people whom we look up for guidance and support. That was the message of Prophet Jeremiah in our first reading. Or far off due to our sinfulness, as St. Paul said in our second reading. But rest assured that Jesus Christ, the promised Messiah, has offered himself on the cross to reconcile us back to God. He came to give us a momentous deserted place where true rest resides. Come away to a deserted place and rest a while, Jesus said.
Reflection with Father Reynald Dela Rosa.